Hi everyone, I'm Carrie Perry.
And I'm Flora Pastorero, and this is Chick to Chick.
Well, for many, this is like the most wonderful time of the year. Our children are getting ready to go off to big and better places, exploring education. They're getting out the door. And then for the others, we're like, oh my gosh, what is happening? I really think the time of the year when kids are getting ready to go off to college, even us as grown-ups, we make a lot of mistakes.
We sure do. And then you learn from those mistakes. And then there's the other side of this. The kids are gone, and then empty nest syndrome sets in. And then you go, oh no, now what do I do?
You do?
Oh,
I don't.
And then they come back. And then you go, oh, now what do I do? We're gonna be chirping about a whole lot of stuff. But first, the most important thing is we're packing the kids for college. So you've been through this a couple of times. I went through it the first time a year ago.
Yeah.
And it is hilarious because I packed 17 of everything.
Sure.
Sent him 3 cases of water, sent him 10 tubes of toothpaste, sent him 15 bottles of shampoo because, you know, in my head, oh my God, what are they going to do? My baby away.
Yeah.
There's no running water.
They
oh
can't
my
get
God,
anywhere.
there's no grocery store. They do have running water. What was I thinking? You know, the car was, let's see here, the whole
it's
back
like
of
Jenga. You're stacking and stacking.
It was shoved in this, and the whole back of the SUV's packed.
Yeah.
The top of the SUV, there was a soft top.
We had 2 cars.
That was packed. Oh, then we had a trailer hitch.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
You took a trailer?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my.
I told you.
You're nuts.
But this is what you do. This is your first time around. You're nervous. You're thinking, I want to make sure my child has everything. What if they can't get to the grocery store? What if they can't get another bottle of shampoo? Relax. Relax.
They're going to be okay.
They're going to be okay. Why did I pack 3 cases of water?
Because you weren't going to be there. Heaven forbid he has
what
to.
was I thinking?
I don't know. Listen,
what was I thinking? Did you do that?
I mean, I was definitely a little overzealous on the things that were needed. I mean, I probably went to Target 15 times. Between where we live and where our kids were going to school. You know, you forgot this, you didn't get that. First of all, you don't need it all at one time, for Pete's sake. You just don't need it all at one time. But there is this level of going back to whenever they were infants.
Yeah.
Remember the first time you took your child on a road trip?
The pack and play, the car seat, formula,
maybe
bottles,
a bouncer,
diapers.
16 pairs of clothing.
Yeah.
Like, because you were going to be in the middle of nowhere and never have an opportunity to get something you wanted.
No stores?
No.
No Walmart?
See,
no Target?
You had the one.
For days.
You get smart the second time around. And then
You
the
sure
third time
do.
around, you're like, do I even have a diaper? There's a Target or a Walmart nearby. Like, you don't even think about it. But we go back to that when we send our kids off to college.
Yeah, it's funny.
So, okay,
it's
did
funny.
your son look at you and go, Mom, I don't need all of this? Or did you fool him into thinking that he needed to have all this?
Well, as you know, Sean's a little high maintenance.
What? Sean?
Sean's a little high maintenance. He was actually packing more. He was throwing more into the mix.
Were you taking things out, or were you?
I was actually getting a little aggravated because I thought, my focus was on shampoo and conditioner and toothpaste and deodorant and chips and snacks and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And his focus was on, he needed every single piece of clothing in his closet because he needs options.
And the shoes.
Oh my God. You know, I
Sean.
mean, in his defense, he was 3.5 hours away, and the weather could turn.
Sure.
You know, so it's not like he was an hour away. We sent his entire, you know, his summer clothes up, and then we sent all of his winter clothes up too. So it all went up in the same load because he honestly didn't come home the first time until Thanksgiving. And
he
it
did
did
need
get
all
cold.
of that.
He
Absolutely.
did, but he probably didn't need as much as he was throwing in there.
No.
And his dad's going,
You know,
get that out.
Yeah.
You don't need that. Get that out.
Todd just looked at everything and
It was
went,
like the Three Stooges.
yes. Todd just looked at me and goes, is that all going to fit in there?
Well,
How?
we got a soft top, the SUV, trailer hitch.
Yeah. Well, okay, so the first time around, we had one trip with a car, and then the second time around, we went back up with more, and we had 2 cars. I don't know what we thought we needed that was more in those 2 cars, but we did that. Then we took the second child off to school. It was a little different because I was like, wait a minute, we did this routine before. How about if we go up, we get a bunch of stuff in your room, we're gonna look around and we're gonna see what we're missing. So we're gonna figure out then what we need, and then we'll go to Target or Walmart, or you know what? You can order it on Amazon with Prime. It'll be there right away.
Or Target delivers too, right to the dorm.
Or you could just wait, because I'm gonna see you in a couple of weeks at football games, because where our kids went to school, we were gonna see each other anyway. Okay, so then we got to move on to then you're home. So you were then an empty nester. I had still have a ways to go. What was that like? Was that crickets?
Tough. It was tough. I think the moral of what we were talking about is stick to the bare necessities. You don't need all of that stuff.
What are your bare necessities for you to figure out? But
So then he left, and for the first time in my life, I was alone.
Did you do like risky business? Were you running around in your underwear?
No, I was sad. I was depressed. I felt like my purpose, what was my purpose? Where was my child? I had no one to take care of. And my heart was heavy. I was really sad, and I literally was depressed. But then something happened about a month in.
He came back, or what happened?
No.
Oh, he didn't. That's right. You said it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah. A month in, I started going, hey, wait a minute here. I don't have to rush home after work anymore.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute here. I don't have to cook dinner every night. Hey, wait a minute.
Laundry isn't
I don't have to go to the grocery store. I'm not doing laundry every other day. I'm not yelling at somebody. I'm not cleaning up after somebody. And then it was like, this is kind of cool.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not there yet.
Well, you have 3 versus my 1.
Right.
So about a month in, after that empty nest sadness kind of went away. And then I thought to myself, this is kind of cool. I can do what I want when I want. If I don't want to cook, I don't have to. If I want to eat granola, I can. If I don't want to cook dinner, I don't have to. I wasn't running to the grocery store. I mean, he drinks so much milk. I would have been better off to just buy a cow and have the cow in the backyard. I swear to God.
So
I was
cut
at the
down
grocery
just
store.
on that load of milk.
Yeah. I mean, run into the grocery store 2-3 times a week for the amount of milk this boy would drink. So it was just like, then this whole freedom sets in. But then, they come back.
I know. So for me,
they come back.
So for me, you had this quiet, and you could do your own thing. For us, especially when Sam first went off to school, I had a different kind of feeling. I was nervous because she wasn't well when we sent her off to school. She was still in her Lyme treatment, and I was a nervous Nelly for all of those reasons. But then I settled into this nice, it's just 2 of the other kids and my husband, and now I can have a little more time with the one that only has 2 more years of high school
You're in
left.
a different
So
routine.
I was in a different routine, and you adapt to that routine. And then the child comes back, and then the dynamic switches again.
It's like,
so
wait a minute.
What? So it's kind of bizarre. Okay, so then the next child goes off to college. Now I'm left with just my small fry and my husband. And we have so much quiet in the house without the other 2. It's not that they're loud. It's just more energy in the space. There's more going on. There's more stuff maybe left around, like you said. I don't have anybody to yell at. There's not as much laundry to do. There's not an athletic bag that needs to be, make sure it gets to the school. It's just different. And now you settle in, and I'm doing that now since we only have the 1 left, and I'm like, it's kind of nice and quiet around here.
It's real nice.
However, I get excited when the whole family's together because it's such a fun energy. You like how I say that? It's such a, air quotes, fun energy. Sometimes it's actually fun energy, and other times it's fun energy. But it shifts and changes. It just reminds me of what it's going to eventually be like all together. And I mean, I have a ways to go till the youngest one is out, but I can tell you one thing. I know better how to pack and what people need after all the go-arounds.
It's the bare necessities. Well, and I kind of, when he came home after his first year and then brought all of that stuff that went up, and it came back, and it's like,
you told me you were like
a tornado. It was like
we're
a tornado.
Getting this stuff put away now.
I do.
That did not happen in my house.
Oh no, I'm like, okay, here's what's going on here. And I think if you tackle it immediately, it's the best thing to do, and it's the best way to handle it. Otherwise, they're kids, and they're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it.
Or
"Oh,
like
I'll
a
do
month
it
and a half
tomorrow."
in or 6
And I'm
weeks
like,
in.
no,
Yeah.
no. We came home, we unloaded everything into the garage,
Yeah.
and I said, you're going nowhere. You're seeing no one until all of this stuff is washed, put away, and stored so that it's ready in the fall to go back.
Will you tell my girls this?
I absolutely will, with pleasure. With pleasure. With
Because-
pleasure.
So the older one, it was a little different scenario this year because, and well, your son did the same thing, went abroad. So we had already like taken down all the room stuff. That was already taken care of before she ended up leaving, and it's
Yeah.
in the basement. But then you got the next load of like suitcases upon suitcases and all that kind of stuff. Listen, the bottom line is the kids have been home long enough now, and their rooms, they need to go to Auntie Flora's boot camp. Because it doesn't fly with me going, listen, you're going to get it done. We're not going anywhere. They just look at me and go, I'm meeting so-and-so at X,
no,
Y,
you're
and
not.
Z.
Oh, no, you're not. No.
You know how good
no.
you have it, my daughters?
No. No.
Yeah.
I am really, really of the philosophy, get it done today, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, just
And then
get it done.
10
It's
other
just get
things
it
will
done.
happen tomorrow
Yeah.
that, oh, now you can't get it done. So I am very much, you're home, you brought the stuff back in the house, we're putting it away, you're going nowhere, you're seeing no one, we're taking care of this first. And he gets it. Like, I mean, by now he
Again,
gets it.
Coming to my house for a
he
little
kn-
boot camp.
I cracked those girls into shape in no
They
time.
go look at you with their eyeballs wide open.
They're going to go, where's my mom?
So
Where's my
then
mom?
I say this to you. So there's other people that are listening, obviously, and they're in the throes of like their kids going, but I need this and I have to have that, and we need to do this.
you
What?
know.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what are your top 1 or 2 best advice to those parents who are panicking and thinking they have to ingratiate with all this stuff?
Well, again, I'm going to go back to the bare necessities. You really don't need to pack 3 cases of bottled water. They're not going to be out in the desert. They're going to a college
Even if they go to Arizona,
that has running
there's
water.
water.
Right. What I think was a better thing or a smarter thing, what I should have done, was just, get one of those water bottles to refill instead of setting him up with 3 cases of water. I mean,
With filter in it,
what was
if
I
needed.
thinking?
Yeah, I
what
know.
was I thinking? Because most colleges have water refill things in the
Right.
dorms. So that was, I think you really need to stick with the bare necessities. The other thing too is these dorm rooms are small.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a lot of storage. I mean, his first dorm room, I was like, I literally had to buy a dresser for him because he had nowhere to put his
we
clothes.
could do that too.
He had nowhere to put his clothes. I
Right.
mean, he had like this little wardrobe thing, and there were 2 drawers.
Right.
So really just try to, less is more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I like to live
Yeah.
anyways, being a minimalist, less is more. And think about it, the less you send up, the less
you
comes
bring back.
and
Yes.
the less that has to be put away.
Right.
So just don't go crazy about it. Don't revert back to that first baby and, oh my God, we're taking a road trip and I need to pack 6 cases of diapers. You really don't.
You don't.
You don't.
I'm going to say this. I really think that take some of the necessities, like you said, not very much. What are you going to need maybe in the first 2 weeks? And then when you get settled into that room where your child is going to be, look around, see what you need, like edit that space. So like you said, there's not really enough drawer space.
There really isn't.
So either plan to go on Amazon and send one of those, drawers that fits right underneath the bed.
That's what we
or
did.
run over to Target. Because if you try to plan ahead for what it's really going to be like when you get in there, you end up, we had to sometimes take some things home that didn't fit. So get in. Don't let your child snow you that they need every little thing under the sun. Get in, have the major things, and then as they're there for like the first 2 weeks, what are they missing? And just order it. And you know what? Then they get something sent to them and they get all excited. So that's what I'm saying. And again, it's less that you have to take up there, potentially less that you have to bring home.
It really is a beautiful thing. I mean, just order it and it gets delivered right to their dorm.
I know.
So it really is.
Yeah.
So there you have it. The 2 chicks giving you
Armchair
your
therapy
lecture.
again. We like that. Maybe just like to hear ourselves.
Giving you a lecture on how to prepare for college, how to deal with empty nest syndrome, and then, oh yeah, they come home.
Yeah, I know.
And the tornado hits.
Listen, if you have any comments on what we have said, we always want to hear from you. Share away. You know what? You can check us out. We have a new website, chick2 with the number 2, chick2chick.com. So you can go on there and you can find all kinds of things out about us and contact us that way too.
Yep, we're also all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're all over the place. We love to hear from you. And so until next time, when we will be back to chirp about another topic.